It's never just quiet with Miami, is it? There's always something, someone shifting, sliding, about to tip over. And now, here we are, days away from the draft, and what's going on in the Dolphins' war room feels less like strategy and more like poker, with sweat on the brow and no bluff in sight. The Dolphins, yes, the team that splashed the biggest checks not so long ago, Tyreek, Tua, Ramsey, they're now pacing the edge of a rebuild without saying it out loud. Jalen Ramsey, remember him? The guy they called the missing piece? Now he's part of a whispered shopping list. No fireworks, no press conference, just soft murmurs that he might have already played his last snap in aqua and orange. And why now? Why the sudden push to offload stars you begged into your locker room with million-dollar promises? Because someone's worried. Someone upstairs saw the collapse at the end of the season and realized that this machine, it's not built to last. The engine sputtered, and no amount of high-priced oil is fixing that. Now you've got Greer, the architect, dodging questions like he's returning punts, talking in circles, listing leaders, without mentioning the quarterback he once crowned as the franchise. Tua, not even a footnote in his own locker room's hierarchy. Just a face in the film room, maybe. And this after giving him the richest contract the franchise ever scribbled out. Is that silence a mistake? Or is it a message? And if it's a message, who's really supposed to hear it? The Dolphins didn't make the playoffs because when Tua went down, the lights went out. There wasn't a plan B. There wasn't even a real plan once the pressure came crashing in. Skylar Thompson, off to the Steelers. Mike White, invisible. And now, Zach Wilson. That's the contingency plan. It gets better, or worse, depending on how much you still believe in the process. Miami has 10 picks in this draft. 10. For in rounds 2 through 4. That's not just capital. That's a loaded revolver in a room full of mirrors. Because here's the secret no one's saying out loud. They might be hunting quarterbacks. Not with the first pick, no. Not with a splash. But quietly, in the dark, after the spotlight's off the main stage. Names like Shadur Sanders, Jalen Milroe, Tyler Shaw, these aren't smokescreens. These are field trips with notebooks in hand. You don't watch a kid throw your playbook back at you unless you're thinking about something long-term. And what does that say about Tua? What does it say that this front office is whispering about futures instead of building around the now? Is it insurance? Is it leverage? Or is it a signal that even inside the building, trust is slipping? Meanwhile, Tyreek Hill, Mr. Cheetah, the record breaker, the game breaker, his name's not safe either. There's noise around him. Not offers. Not deals. But questions. Unanswered ones. Because last season ended with him jogging instead of sprinting. The kind of finish that lingers, that stains. And sure, they'll say it's business. That trading Ramsey is about flexibility. That listening on Tyreek is just good GM work. But you don't float these moves unless something's off the rails. You don't tear the wings off a plane mid-flight unless you're planning to land somewhere else entirely. What's the plan then? Is it a soft reset? A quick remodel before the foundation cracks? Or is it full-on demolition, masked in polite press releases and quiet phone calls? And speaking of Ramsey, who's going to take that contract? $21 million guaranteed next year. A cap hit north of $29 million if he's dealt pre-June. That's not just a number. That's an anchor. Miami's going to have to eat some of that if they want him gone now. Otherwise, they wait, let the calendar hit June 1st, and split the hit over 2 seasons. But waiting means holding a player who already feels like a foot out the door. And what about the return? Who's giving up anything real for a 31-year-old cornerback, even one with his resume? Maybe the Raiders. Maybe the Falcons. But they know the game. They know desperation when they smell it. No one's paying sticker price for a luxury car with transmission issues. This team, this Miami team, it looked ready not long ago. A few tweaks from the Super Bowl, they said. And now they're counting quarterbacks in rounds 3 and 4, debating whether to keep their top corner and their top receiver, and not even naming their QB, one among team leaders. You can call it strategy. You can call it cap maneuvering. But to a fan, to someone watching this from the outside with a heart full of teal and orange, it looks like fear. Like maybe the window isn't just closing, it's already shut. and they're staring through the glass, wondering how it all got so quiet. So what's next? Do they actually pull the trigger on a mid-round quarterback and light the fuse? Do they move Ramsey before the draft or wait it out, hoping someone panics and picks up the phone? Does Tyreek stay? Does he want to? And what happens if they do nothing? If they draft a linebacker, keep the same core, roll out Zach Wilson as QB2, and hope this year isn't their peak of last?